What is up, gang? Have you ever wanted to know how to show a before and after of a color grade? Just like this? Well, hit that subscribe button, let's run an intro and let's get stuck into it. Woo! So while Final Cut loads up, my suggestion of the day is not going to be music today, it's going to be a TV show. Lately I've been watching The Umbrella Academy and I don't hate it, that's for sure. It's pretty good. So if you like fantasy superhero stuff, definitely worth a watch. Anyway, we're here to learn, not to listen to me ramble. So without further ado, I'm going to be using this color grade as my example, and I got here to this end result using keyframes. So a real quick crash course on keyframes before we get too heavy into this. When you select your first keyframe, you're basically telling the computer, I'm about to have an action happen or I'm going to change an attribute, and this is where it needs to start. When you select your second keyframe over here, you're telling the computer that action or that attribute change is going to gradually happen from here to here. The computer automatically ramps this and does the work for you. You just need to plug in keyframe 1 and keyframe 2. If you're working with multiple keyframes, 3, 4, and 5, etc., the frames only ever interact with the keyframe either side of that frame. So keyframes 3 and 4 are separate from keyframes 1. But keyframe 1 will work with number 2, and number 2 will work with 1 and number 3. But for now, we're only focusing on keyframe 1 and keyframe 2 and creating a simple transition of our effect or our attribute in between those keyframes. Alright, no further rambles, let's just get straight into it and be like Nike, let's just do it! Or be like Shia. He's actually one of my favourite actors, Sam Witwicky. I thought he did an amazing job at that.
No! What are you waiting for? Do it!
Anyway, let's press on. So here I have my color grades on my first clip, and now what I want to do, I want to click Option and drag up, and this is going to duplicate our clip. Now if you're using DaVinci Resolve or Adobe Premiere or something like that, you just need to duplicate your clip, so we're working with two of the same. Once we have two of the same clip, we need to make sure they are identically stacked upon each other, so they're not one frame over to the left or one to the right. They need to bang on top of each other. So on the top clip, we're going to disable all color grades and effects. Mine is a clip straight from the DJI Mavic Pro 2 filmed in D-Log, and that's why we've got this nice flat image. So you'll see if I go ahead and disable this clip, we've got our graded one below. So now that our clips are stacked on each other, what we're going to do with our top clip, which is our ungraded clip selected, we're going to go to the first frame of that. And what we're going to do, we go up to our effects tab, we're going to scroll down until we see crop. Basically the crop is going to crop the image and then reveal the image below. So if we drag this left one across, you'll see it reveal our graded image below. So what we want to do is on the left bar, we want to reset that back to 0. We want to hit this icon here. This is going to create a new keyframe. So this is telling the computer nothing needs to change just yet. Right now this has to be at 0, but a change is going to occur and then the computer will ramp that change at an even speed for us. So the next step is, once again with that clip selected, go to the final frame, back to our effects tab. Let's go and grab that left crop and drag it all the way across to the right to 100%. And if you've done this right, you should get a little yellow keyframe pop up, and that's signifying to the computer that's where the change needs to be 100% in effect. So between clip 0% and 100%, that will evenly ramp that change across there. In our case, it will make that top clip disappear and reveal the graded image below. And this will look like a seamless transition showing us our wicked grade. You could also take it from 0% to 50% if you want to give a nice ease-in kind of feel, and then have the clip keep playing with a side-by-side of graded and ungraded. Keep in mind, if you have a shorter clip, it's going to be quite fast. If you have a longer clip, it's going to be quite slower because it is going to ramp at the speed in which your clip is. And hopefully you should have a few cheeky before and afters to whack up to the old Instagram. And if you do, tag me, cheeky plug, at Jed Dobre. I'd love to see what you guys are getting up to, and maybe you just want to sell some of your luts and you can show how they work before and after. But that is it for today. I really hope you learned something. If you did, please consider giving me a big old fat thumbs up. It really helps beat this algorithm problem that doesn't cater for small channels. And if you do enjoy the content and you want to see more of it, please subscribe. It really does help, and I'm super duper thankful for every single one of you guys. Anyway, my name's Jed Dobre. Check me on Instagram. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Also, fun fact before I go, Switzerland in 2008 brought in a law saying that if you want to own guinea pigs, you have to own more than one because they're very social animals and it would be depriving them of their social needs. So apparently it's animal cruelty if you own one guinea pig. But I thought that's a pretty cool fact. I kind of dig it. Anyway, bye!
What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it! Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it!
Oh yeah. Well, that was more than I thought.